Hello, it is Sandra Lee, Human Design Specialist, Biofield Tuning Practitioner, and creator of the Inner Gem Shine card deck kit. So I used to post pictures of my food every day, and occasionally I also used to make videos where I was making food, and I stopped doing that because I thought talking about food was not really consistent with the marketing and stuff I'm doing in the business, so I wanted to make my message more consistent, and so I stopped doing the whole food thing. And one of my mentors recommended that I start talking about food again because it actually is consistent with what it is I am creating. Ultimately, I want to have a farm with animals and growing food for people. So I'm going to show you making food today. Now, sometimes how this goes is I have some ingredients to use, some food to make, and I don't know what it is I'm going to make. I make it up. I create it from zero because I'm really not very good at following recipes, but occasionally I just make stuff up. So I'm going to show you what that process looks like today. We have some stuff that I've already gotten started preparing. There is chicken in a dish over here. And I've already put, it's cut up in pieces. So it's half a chicken cut into pieces. Put salt and pepper, garlic powder on it, and then some tarragon, dried tarragon. So you see that that's what's in the dish. I don't know if you're really going to be able to see it very clearly. We got sunlight coming in the window here. So I'm not going to get rid of the sunlight. We've got some onions in there with it. Now, because this didn't have a plan coming out beginning, I'm going to end up transferring the chicken to this other round dish because I decided I wanted to have a lid on it. I'm going to bake it, and I'm going to show you as I mix up a sauce. It's got lemon juice, I've got minced up ginger in there, olive oil, and mustard. And again, this is to me just making it up. What would be good on chicken? So I don't know yet how it's going to turn out, but that's what the process is like. So I am going to show you what it's like as I am here making up this mixture that's going to go on top of the chicken. Okay, so we have olive oil in the bottom of the bowl and minced up ginger in the bottom of the bowl. And I am just going to set the computer down here and show you what this looks like. So we've got that in there already. I think I'm going to close this shade so that we don't have quite so much light. That should be better. So I'm going to put some lemon juice in there. I'm not going to use all this lemon juice because part of it's going to be for something else. We got some lemon juice. And I think I've told you before, I haven't told you before, actually. I don't measure things. I just make it up. So, and I've got some homemade mustard. So I used to buy stone grown mustard from the store. And one time the store didn't have it. And I said, well, can I just make mustard? It's way better when I make my own mustard. So this is stone ground mustard that I am putting in here. There's actually quite a bit because I decided I wanted a mustardy sauce on my chicken. And I'm mixing that up a little bit. I want to put a little bit of this sauce in the bottom of the dish before I put the chicken on top of it. So, and again, I have enough cooking instincts to have a sense of what it is I'm doing, and then we'll see how it turns out. But lemon, mustard, ginger, tarragon on chicken. Okay. Oh, it's olive oil in it too. All right, so we got our dish. This is what that looks like all mixed up there. Put some of this in the bottom of our dish. Spread it around the bottom. Okay, so now I'm going to take this chicken and I'm going to take it out of the dish it's currently in. And again, if I had planned this differently, like planned it ahead of time, I would have known how I was going to do this, that I was going to want to have the sauce and be able to put a lid on my dish so that the sauce doesn't all evaporate away. Because if I bake this without a lid, the sauce is going to disappear. And I don't know what would happen with my chicken. So we've got our chicken pieces are in our dish there. And then we've got all these cut up onions that I put in on top of it. And again, now you're seeing what it's like making stuff up. I do have recipe books that I follow, but unless it's something like baking where the proportions actually really matter, I mostly take recipes as inspiration and then make it up. Because sometimes I have the ingredients that are called for in the recipe and sometimes I don't. Sometimes there's things that are in the recipe that I don't want to put in there. And things that I need to use up or things I have on hand that I was like, oh, that'd be good in there. And so I just do it. That's what cooking by instinct is like. Okay, so now I'm going to take this mustard, lemon, olive oil sauce on top. Take a little bit more lemon and put it in my bowl to get the rest of that. And to give me a little bit more liquid in the bottom of my pan. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bake it. I'm going to bake it at 350. I think this is probably going to take maybe close to an hour. We'll see. Because I don't follow recipes, I also just kind of guesstimate the time and look and see when it's done. So, wash my hands off because that's what you need to do when you're dealing with chicken. Show you what this looks like. There you go. That's ready to go in the oven. I have a glass lid that fits this dish that I am going to put on top of it so that it cooks and it keeps the liquid inside the dish to help the chicken to be able to cook. Okay, I am going to turn this video off and then I'll take a picture of what the chicken turns out like at the end. Thanks for watching. Breathe. This is creative cooking in the kitchen. Bye.